Hey, hi everyone. Good afternoon. Hi everyone. Hi everyone. I know many of you are new to my page. Shine your eye, and maybe this is the first time you are here. Over here, we talk about religion, we talk about politics, we talk about how we can advance as a nation, as people, by leaving our religion, especially the Christian religion, apart, and really focusing on our lives, because we Africans, we focus more on religion than our own personal life. That is why most of us, our lives are immense today, because we spend most of our time focusing, excuse me, we spend most of our time focusing on religion, on fighting ourselves over politics that got no business to do with us. And we've spent most of our time talking about the international politics and talking about other people without really focusing on ourselves as Africa. So this is the tale and the story of the rich also cry. And whenever I talk about creating legacy for your children as a man, it is very, very important that you create legacy for your children. You create legacy in the environment that you have as a man. So this article I just saw, it is about the former governor of Borno State. Okay, what happens to him? I think he's dead now. May so rest in peace. Condolence to the family. But we are going to talk about him today because of the legacy he left before he is dismissed. Okay, that is why we are going to talk about him. That is why you, as a leader or any position you are taking in life, even when you are a father, you are a mother, whatever you are doing, you have to try to create a good legacy. Especially when you have kids too, you have to create a legacy that your children can emulate as a person. So therefore, that is it. So let me read the article, and then we can proceed, because I don't want this video to be too long. It says, shocking and sad. Former civilian governor of Borno State, Mohammed Goni, recently fell ill. He was tossed from one hospital to another until he died. Listening to his son, Omar Goni, our dad was sick around 9 to 10 p.m. We rushed him to the teaching hospital. To my surprise, we couldn't find a single doctor. This is a former governor of Borno State. Okay? None of the consultant was around. Once they tell them a patient is around, they run, thinking it is a COVID-19 patient. We couldn't get a bed. We couldn't get even first aid. We had to rush him to a private hospital. When we got there were no facilities. We could only get a glucose drip to revive him. We couldn't even get oxygen, and he needed oxygen. We went to another hospital where we got oxygen, but the cylinder was leaking. Okay, the cylinder was leaking. This is the fate of so many Nigerians and Africans. This is the behavior that have cut short so many lives in Africa every day because of lack of accountability and responsibility. Many of us don't take responsibility. We do our job partially. We don't do it patriotically. We don't do what we are supposed to do with our heart. We don't do everything properly the way we are supposed to do it. We do things because we don't really care about other people's life. We don't really care about the nation. We don't give merits to people when they do things that are good. We give merit to people that are doing the wrong thing in the society. The time we continue to give merit to people that are not doing something right, that is why we will always see situations like this, where patients will be taken to the hospital, whether with money or without money. They cannot get treatment. We cannot have doctors that are dedicated in saving life, but we have doctors that are dedicated in getting money and then charging patient for money before treatment. If not, they could die. Okay, so the cylinder was leaking. That is where we stop. We had to watch him. The next day, we called someone in the government. Imagine you don't have anybody to call in the government. This man wasn't a former Borno State governor, and your parents don't know nobody. You can't call nobody. Maybe that you might die. Okay? They have to call somebody. That is where you see the real Nigeria. When they need help, they need anything, the people that are working in any position, they can't really do their work, not until you call a godfather to come in and tell them what they are supposed to do and what they're not supposed to do. Okay? They have to call somebody in the government who call for a primary healthcare ambulance. Brand new ambulance. So these people have the brand new ambulance. They couldn't bring it out for the masses, for the citizens to get a comfortable health care and treatment or whatever, even before the COVID-19. But because this man have a preference and a tag of a former governor, they could bring out a brand new ambulance to pick him up, because there is something that they think that somebody is special as a citizen. There's a special citizen. Of course, there is, because if it was a country that is really working, be that is a former Borno State governor, there could have been a better hospital to treat him. But because these people don't really care, when they were stealing money or working in their position, they think they could never get healed. They think that getting sick was something that has to do with the citizen. They will never be sick. And now you see what happened to him. So they brought out a brand new ambulance, but no paramedic inside. Even for first aid, the second one came, there was oxygen cylinder, but the top wasn't there. The bed was broken. They then refer us again to University of Maiduguri Teaching Hospital with a referral note to admit him, for them to admit him. They refuse. Even with a referral note, they refuse. I think he was getting all this oxygen, whatever, because it was a first citizen, or he worked before as a Borno State governor. That is why this man was still alive the next day, because in most of the circumstances, this man should have been gone by now. Okay? So he said they refused to admit him. The state commissioner for health have to intervene. They were scared because they don't have protective equipment. These are people that were stealing money everywhere, dropping money wherever they want to drop. They forget their own domestic responsibility, that the moment they get sick, they will need a nearby hospital to take care of themselves. That is why when you are in a position, or whatsoever position you have, whether you are a vigilante group or whatever you are, you should do it properly. Do it properly, because the only place you are and you live and will be your land is that Nigeria. Is that country where you live, your society, your that is your place where you live. You have to do things properly. that will benefit you and will benefit other Nigerians, okay? They said the state commissioner for health had to intervene. They were scared because they don't have protective equipment. They didn't have face mask. One of them even asked me if I had a face mask. There is a problem. If somebody of my father's status, this is where I really find interesting that made me to share this with you, okay, with all of you. I don't know who's going to see this video, but I'm just going to put it here. He said, if somebody of his father's status can suffer like this, what about the normal citizens? It is a good question. He said, there is a problem if somebody of my father's status cannot access primary health for first aid. Then I pity the common man. Oma Goni. Can you imagine? So when your father was in a position to be able to provide hospital, build a big hospital and whatever, he lost the opportunity, couldn't do nothing. And because he didn't create a hospital in his own vicinity, in his own place, it is difficult for him to access one. He couldn't create, and maybe the second governor or the third that is coming, they didn't do nothing. Okay? So there is no way you can go to a hospital that you never equipped. There is no way you can go to a hospital you never built. There is no way you can enjoy what you never put in place to work. So that is what we are seeing today. This is the problem the common Nigeria faced. I think maybe if it was not for the COVID-19, these people could have taken themselves and take the next flight or the next private jet. So the UK, the divided state of UK or the America, Dubai, they could have go and take a better healthcare system and come back and laugh at our face. But it happens that there is a lockdown, and at times there are situations that before you enter the plane to the divided state of UK or whatever, luck might run over you, and that will be the end of you. That is why any position you take in Nigeria, you are a councillor, you are whatever, try to look at the basic need, the basic amenities that your people need. That is why you were voted to be there. That is why you were invited in the first place. You never invited as a profit politician to come and profit you and your families and your friends. You were voted for the people, to work for the people. And most of you Nigerians, stop praising all these politicians. You are not doing them any good, praising them. Oh, he did this, he did that. That was why he was voted. That was why these people are put in place to work for you. They are not put in place to be there and be scratching their nose and their face. They are there to work. So you people should stop comparing, oh, this politician was there, he did this, did that. This. Yes. But that was why they were voted. Because most of you, the citizens, you are not even doing anything good to encourage the people or the politicians. Most of you even give them the power to do what they are doing. You give them the strength to look at you as a fool. Look at this one, this governor. He couldn't access the hospital because he never built one. He couldn't access the basic mask. I have mask here. He couldn't even access it. Look at, I got something today. Let me just show you this. I got something today. This is my light bill. This is my light bill. Okay? They sent me this bill today. And it came with 2 masks, my light bill. They sent me my light bill with 2 masks They wrote something like, I think I dropped the letter somewhere. Okay, it's here. They wrote something like, oh, from GBP Energy. I will translate from Spanish to English. Okay, we want to aportar. We want to give you this little and we want to give you this our little help. Donate this mask to you for our clients because of the COVID-19. Imagine a company, a company that is supplying me lights, doesn't have anything to do with the hospital, the government, whatever. A company that is even sending me lights can easily send two masks inside the bills. And you see a whole full hospital. I don't know what is happening today. The whole thing really missed the whole. It just like everything just mashed. Today they sent me this one, and I saw this article today. So maybe the ancestors or the universe know why I have to talk about this. So if they could send me a mask, a company that is supplying lights, it doesn't have anything to do with hospital. And you see, in a country where you people call yourself the giant of Africa, the giant of this, you people don't have lights. There is no light. And the hospital there, they don't even have a mask. A big hospital, they don't have a mask. And a company that is bringing lights can easily, confidently send you two masks. And a hospital don't have a light in a country that is worth of billions of people. There is no mascara. There is no first aid. There is no first aid something. It is a shame. I think we should stop calling ourselves the giant of Africa and work more instead of living on a delusion and a illusion that we are going to do something and we are not doing anything. This one happened to the first citizen now, the governor. And this we continue to see things like this. And let us round up this video. And what is the moral lesson this man dropped for his son? Nothing. What is the legacy he creates? Nothing. Nada. And did you see? Okay, when I normally talk about men creating legacy, men behaving in a certain way that the women and the children, the family can emulate, people will bash me. But did you see any woman in the picture when they were taking the father to the hospital, or they said the spokesman? And did you hear that they said the daughter said something? No. Did you say they said the wife said something? No. It's the son. This is what the son said. That if his father can suffer like this before he died, what about the normal citizens? It is a problem. That is why we should hold people that are accountable in every aspect of our life, in every aspect, work or whatever. We should hold people accountable for not doing what they are supposed to be doing. Okay? This is the moral of the lesson. We have to create legacy that people can emulate. We have to do things for ourselves because we have only our country. And we have only this life. There is no one like remaining like we are going to. No, it's just this one. It is good. We live it good. We live it peacefully. We do things that will favor us as Africa. Okay? I love you all. It's the Shine Your Eye Facebook. Okay? Here we talk about Africa. We talk about what will benefit us as Africa. We talk about our business, Africa, which is our concern, which is our business. We talk about what is pulling us back as Africa. Okay, that is what this Facebook is all about. Spiritual awakening. And it is no space for religion. It is not a religious space. Okay, I love all of you. Bye bye everyone. Bye.